Right now at News 8 at 6, a suspect behind bars. What we now know about the man who police say fatally shot a Fulton County deputy.
It shakes you up and it hurts. It's sad. You wish you could do something to change it.
Remembering the fallen deputy, how the community is honoring Deputy Troy Chisholm before he's laid to rest. Our team coverage starts now.
Live from WQAD, this is News 8 at 6.
Good evening, I'm Jim Mertens.
And I'm Denise Hanitka. Thank you for joining us tonight. In our top story here at 6, we now know the name of the man that police say shot and killed Fulton County Sheriff's Deputy Troy Chisholm.
And tonight we're learning a little bit more about the suspect's past. At News 8's Elizabeth Wattis now joins us in the studio right now to give us some more details about that. Elizabeth?
Jim, police say 42-year-old Nathan Woodring of Avon, Illinois, shot Deputy Troy Chisholm, but no charges have been filed yet. We do know some things. Police say Chisholm was responding to a disturbance call involving Woodring shortly after arriving at the home. Police say Woodring, along with 3 other officers, were there, and Woodring shot and killed Chisholm. It happened at this home in rural Avon yesterday afternoon. 24 hours later, officers were still on scene processing evidence, trying to piece together exactly what happened. The Illinois State Police have taken over the investigation. Right now, they aren't saying what led up to the shooting. They did tell us, though, that 3 other officers were there when Chisholm was shot. While officers try to process the crime scene, it's even harder to process losing a coworker and friend.
I would like to extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends of Deputy Chisholm. Deputy Chisholm dedicated his life to serving his community, which is apparent by the activities that he kept. His legacy and sacrifice will forever be remembered.
Now, we do know that Chisholm has some run-ins with the law. Now, I talked with the Fulton County State's attorney today, and he told me that Woodring was charged for resisting and obstruction of a peace officer 1 year ago. He's also charged with fleeing and attempting to elude police. He was sentenced to 4 days behind bars, and right now he's currently on 2 years probation. Jim.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. And tonight, Nathan Woodring is being held at the McDonough County Jail in Macomb. The body of fallen Deputy Chisholm was transported from the Peoria County coroner back to the community where he served.
A procession stretching more than 50 miles ended in Lewiston, Illinois. News 8's Ryan Jenkins shows us the gathering outside the funeral home where the deputy is resting tonight. It's continuing coverage here at
This was the last stop for the body of Deputy Chisholm today. A procession led by police from all over the state brought his body from Peoria to Lewiston today. Now his family and friends are inside this funeral home, privately gathering and remembering the deputy's life. But a short time ago, this community made it clear that that family is not mourning alone. Red, white, and blue lined the streets of Lewiston earlier today. A procession from the coroner's office in Peoria through neighboring communities ended here. Police from all over the state were met with the community coping with the loss of a first responder who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Tonight, his co-workers remember him, and those who never met him let the family know they're not alone.
This senseless, violent act against police, and it just goes to show the majority of people have our back. They're going to take care of us, and we're going to get back on our feet, and we're going to take care of them.
Small towns, we all support each other. It's Fulton County strong, and we're here to show our respect and our support, and whether you knew the person or not, small towns come together like this.
Now, Deputy Chisholm is from Canton. That's about 20 minutes away from Lewiston. The Fulton County Sheriff's Department just 3 blocks away. In Lewiston, Ryan Jenkins, WQAD News 8.
That procession also went through Chisholm's hometown of Canton, Illinois, as well as through Farmington before reaching Lewiston.
An update tonight at 6. A Kewanee man is in jail tonight after a shooting early Monday morning. Police say 19-year-old Jack Niles is responsible for a shooting that happened in the 100 block of Vine Street in Kewanee. When police arrived on the scene, they say they found a 25-year-old man with a gunshot wound and a 26-year-old woman beaten inside a home. Niles faces 6 counts of home invasion, 1 count of possession of weapon by a felon. Police say additional charges are still pending. As far as our weather is concerned, it is getting hot, but then it could be hotter and even hotter than that.
It could also be very humid. Andrew Stutzky is in the Weather Center for us tonight. We're just laying out the facts for you.
And those are accurate facts and certainly true too. Nothing false about those whatsoever. And we've had a lot of that heat and humidity now working to get us some severe thunderstorms. In fact, a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning for Knox County and also parts of Stark County. This is not going to impact Galesburg, but rather we're talking about extreme northeastern Knox County and much of northwestern Stark County. The storm itself is just now heading south of Galva, but if you're in Toulon there in Stark County and even just to the north of Victoria, you'll want to keep an eye on this thing. 60-mile-per-hour winds and the possibility of quarter-size hail. Not to mention there's a ton of lightning coming out of this thing. Our own storm chaser Corey Marshall is actually on the storm right now. This is what he was seeing just north of Altona there. So you can see some significant rain coming through. Certainly some hail also going to be coming down with this storm too. Something we're going to continue to track. But if you're in the path of this, you want to make sure that you are staying away from windows and also make sure that you're seeking some substantial shelter. It's the only storm we have on radar right now. The rest of the immediate Quad City area is quiet. However, we'll continue the chance for a scattered storm at least through this evening. We do have more heat and humidity on the way. We're going to take a look at just how long this heat's going to be lasting coming up in your accurate forecast.
The Humane Society of Scott County and the City of Davenport agreed to continue their partnership temporarily. The organization temporarily extended its contract with the city. The Humane Society provides animal control services for Davenport, but negotiations failed with the city when the shelter asked for more money for that contract. The shelter has agreed, though, to continue services for a month so that the city can come up with another solution.
New tonight at 6, Iowa law enforcement officers say with Illinois across the river, they may see an increase in marijuana possession after Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker legalized the drug in Illinois yesterday. News 8's Marissa Sulik joins us live to tell us what officers in Iowa plan to do to crack down on drug possession.
Here in Milan, Nature's Treatment is one of the few dispensaries here in the Quad Cities. But come January 1st, when marijuana becomes legal in the state of Illinois, it'll be easier to buy the drug, which could pose a problem across the river in Iowa. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker signed a bill Tuesday morning making marijuana legal in the state of Illinois. But here in the Quad Cities, being on the state line means Iowa law enforcement may see an increase in marijuana possession. LeClaire police say come next year, this could be a concern.
No, if it's purchased in Illinois legally and you're in possession of that in the state of Iowa, it's illegal to possess it. So it's a serious misdemeanor in Iowa.
Now, since the bill was just signed into law yesterday, LeClaire police tell me they don't have a plan yet if they do see an increase in drug possession. Reporting live in Milan, Illinois, Marissa Sulik, WQAD News 8.
And marijuana will be legal in Illinois for adults 21 and older come January 1st. Possession is still a crime until then. Still ahead on News 8 at 6, awarded for jumping into action.
The award that 2 local firefighters are earning and the rescue that led up to it.